what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, IBullyBullies. If you're hearing this, I apologize, for publicly talking about this because I don't really know for sure if people are going to be reaching out to you, giving you problems. If so, hey, bro, just ignore it. You're doing your thing and you're good at it. So, just overall understand, hey, you earned my respect. And that's all that I wanted to say on that. More so talking on people reaching out to him. Ignore that stuff. Keep doing your thing. And overall, it's it's just people trying to alter your mind and make you think another way and stuff. But it's no. So overall, to talk on the situation, to give y'all a clue on what I'm talking about. So there is this YouTuber that I used to beef with named IBullyBullies. So some of you guys may have remembered me comparing him to a Disney character. And that was my ongoing thing with him. And so maybe last week or a couple of weeks ago, he reached out to me during one of my live streams and he wanted to squash all the beef and stuff. So I was all I'm hands down, yeah, for sure. I'm yeah, let's squash it. I'm all if you done with it, I'm done with it. So I'm that's something where I'm not going to go out of my way unless if somebody were to ask me about the situation, then I will talk on it. But other than that, I'm I'm not just gonna go out of my way and attack you or anything. So it's for him to reach out to me, because usually I try to be the peacemaker. But that's one thing that I say that I fail at is reaching out to people. But other than that, I try to be peaceful with people. But he was a man about the situation. He reached out to me and he squashed the whole thing. So that's why I'm I have nothing but respect for him, because he actually took the time to reach out to me and want to squash the beef. So IBullyBullies, you've earned my respect. I don't know if that will mean anything to you. Most likely not. If it does, then cool. But yeah, it's from here on out, you've earned my respect, to where it's if a person were to come up to me and badmouth you, I'm hey, yo, that person cool, so chill out, all right? So, but, to overall let people know, so I know there's probably some people that's brand spanking new to my podcast and don't really know what I'm talking on. So, a while ago, I got into it with this YouTuber named Just a Robot. And I don't know if he's, cool with Just a Robot or what. But, if he's overall, trying to, bring us all together and just, overall be cool with each other, and the hate to just stop. Because, at least for me, the hate had got out of control. It seriously got out of control. And IBullyBullies he never sent me anything racist or anything crazy. He just overall, had responded to videos that I made, talking on the situations that I was going through, talked on situations that I was involved in. And, he overall, he just, was doing what everybody else was doing. But he never said anything racist. He never said anything crazy towards me. And I can't remember him ever saying anything crazy towards me. For the most part, it was I just seen that he was just one of the people that was making videos about me. So, but I got into it with this YouTuber named Just a Robot. And then that beef just, spiraled out of control. And so, yeah, IBullyBullies at some point in time, he came through, did his part. And then, yeah, me and him, we were kind of bumping heads, going at it and stuff. But, yeah, bro, it was crazy. It was some crazy stuff going on. And I'm dang, all of this because I do reaction videos? I'm saying I just, I don't really care for videos that get uploaded onto YouTube, but I'm just not going to. And IBullyBullies, he came in after the situation, because I remember me and Just a Robot, we got into it early in 2016, and then then the hate towards me started in December of 2016. So he came in at some point in time, I think either in maybe 2016 or 2017. And then yeah, from there it was just back and forth videos. Just a bunch of stuff was going down. So anyways, so yeah, he did his part. Made some videos, and then I responded to them and stuff. And then from there, it was just the beef had kind of stopped. And so, and then it really just stopped in last year, in maybe April or May of last year, because that's when I had started growing a little bit on YouTube. And so Yeah, but IBullyBullies, it was like nothing wasn't being really said from him anymore. There was still like other people, and even a person that had like, so I don't even think I had like mentioned that or talked on that. But IBullyBullies, like, so he has a Twitter account, and somebody had reached out to him saying that I hadn't uploaded for the day, and that person that tweeted him, they've been on my case for some time now. Like, that's a name that I recognize. That's a name where I'm like, bruh, let it go. Like, you're the only one that's like, you're like one of the only few people that's still like trying to badmouth me and things. Let it go. Like, IBullyBullies, he's willing to let it go. He's willing to move on, because you have to sit down and think about it. Hate videos and hate comments and all just things just surrounding the word hate, especially on the internet, it's time consuming. It is so time consuming. The videos that I'm getting done today would have been videos I would have gotten done like 2-3 years ago. But instead, 2-3 years ago, what was I making videos on? Hate. So that's why I had to say, like, hate videos and just drama and all that stuff, it's good for a little bit, but then after a while, it's just time consuming. Like, my thing is that I want to get famous for, the content that like I'm good at making. But hate videos and drama and all of that stuff, I'll admit, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm just not mentally prepared for it. I'm just not equipped to be dealing with hate and drama and all of that stuff. And I know there's been times where I've gotten comments when people are all like, oh, you have to like receive some sort of hate. You have to be in some sort of drama. No, you don't. No, you do not. You do not have to be in drama. You don't have to be receiving hate, any of that stuff. It's like, if I can go onto YouTube, make videos, have fun, that's the only thing that matters. But hate, no, you don't have to be involved in hate whatsoever. And to anybody that preaches that or tells people that, they're lying to you. They are lying to you. You can go for the remainder of your life without being a hateful person and live like the best life ever, but hating and all of that drama, beefing, fighting, and all of that stuff is time consuming. You're putting way too much time and effort into it. And that's something that I realized a long time ago. That's something that IBullyBullies, I don't know when he realized that, but he realized it. It's time consuming. But making peace with a person, reaching out to a person, being cool with the person, that's honestly one of the best, like, that just defeats, like, because that's when, so I was live streaming when he reached out to me, and when he reached out to me and wanted to squash it, at first when he reached out to me, I thought he was like, going to start up something. I'm like, all right, well, here we go. I'm like, just overall going to be beefing with some people tonight, but he just completely, like, just did a 180 on me and was like, yo, let's squash it. And so I seen that he wanted to squash it. I'm like, okay, let's squash it. But see, here's the thing. It's not him. It's not anything that he did, but it's just past experiences on YouTube has really built up like trust issues with me. So I've been in situations where people have been like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of you, but then they turn around and talk to my enemies. So that's why I'm like, I kind of have like trust issues. So when he did reach out to me, I didn't really trust it at first. But then so I seen this tweet, and somebody had tweeted him talking about TMossBoss didn't upload today. And IBullyBullies, he said, let me find the tweet, because I took a screenshot of it, and I just thought that was like the dopest thing that he said. But he was all like, no offense, but I don't care. I made peace with him the other day. We're cool. And he just left it as that. And then the person went on to say some other stuff, but that's when he's earned my respect. That's when he's earned my trust. By him saying that, by him just being like, I don't care for the situation anymore. I've moved on. So if it can be like that with everybody, cool, fine. I'm 100% for it. You reach out to me wanting to, but see, then it was funny this morning. This guy, he's like one of the last few people that like try to like, clout chase and bite off of my name and all that other stuff. And not trying to like put IBullyBullies in that, like, see, here's the thing, and people will probably be thinking like, why did you think IBullyBullies made the videos that he made about you? And I'm not trying to speak for him. I'm not trying to, I'm just going to say allegedly. Allegedly, I think, my own personal opinion is that he watched videos on me and he was misled. He was misled into thinking that I'm this person that I'm really not, this evil-minded, bad person, and I'm not. If you honestly sit down and have a conversation and talk with me, you will see that I'm a cool person. You will see that I'm not this hateful, evil, whatever category you want to put me in a negative situation. I'm not that person, okay? So if you reach out, you talk to me, like that's like the challenge that I want, from any of my haters. Next time I'm streaming or whatever, just don't even talk on the hate or any of that stuff. Just have a conversation with me. Just talk with me. See how I view certain things, right? Just see how I view certain things. Ask me about freaking, I don't know, just something. Ask me about something and see. Well, I'm just like, I'm going to be peaceful with you. I ain't going to be acting wild towards you. I ain't going to be acting crazy towards you. I'm just going to say what's on my mind. And for the most part, what's on my mind is just peaceful thoughts. Just a peaceful mindset. I'm not and that's the thing where it's like when people was overall making videos about me saying that I did this and I did that, and then like for people to just overall like ignore what I'm saying and just believe in these videos. And that's what this latest person, whoever he is, he's like commenting on my videos. I blocked him because I'm all like, bro, it's like, if you're going to be commenting on my videos, say something positive, say something nice. If you're going to overall be rude about it, and it's like, yeah, you're going to get blocked, plain and simple. I'm like, and it's like, if you have anything to say about that, hey, well, you know what? Don't come back to my channel. I'm like, there ain't no argument. It ain't no, just don't come back to my channel, period. It's like, follow that. But anyways, so and IBullyBullies, like, he's not the first person to do this. He's not the first person to reach out to me and squash like the beef, because this did happen years ago. But anyways, to talk on this last person, it's like, reaching out and being rude and all of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm like, I'm not going to pay attention to that. But you reaching out to me and you being cool with me, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm with that. So, and then I know there's probably people that ask me, like, do you think, like, I know with that racist Twitter hater, do you think the beef will ever be squashed with him? I'm like, maybe if he stops being a racist, then I'm like, the beef can be, and I know there was a time where I remember this one guy, it might have been like 3 times when this happened, because I forgot about one time. I don't know if he overall, I think he just made a video talking about like he's done beefing with me and stuff. And so, and I think he was like, he did say some racist things. I don't know. But overall, like, he did squash the beef with me and he stopped. And I haven't heard from that guy since. Like, I forgot his name. I forgot the videos, all that stuff. But I haven't heard from that guy since. But the first time that actually did happen with me, it was with somebody I'm friends with now. And that's most likely going to be the situation with me and IBullyBullies, where it's like, we overall just going to be cool with each other and just friends and stuff. But he used to go by JTV, but his name is TURJ. And so, Jay, but there is a point in time where me and him was beefing. I can't remember what we was overall beefing about, because it's like, we've been friends for a few years now. So we've, have made memories with each other. Like, that's like the one person where I'm like, I'm cool with them, but I've never met him. But that is somebody I would love to meet. That's somebody I would love to make videos with. He's definitely somebody where I'm like, I'm cool with you. Like, if I see you in real life, just understand that I'm cool with you, bro. But anyways, I remember it was we beefed for a little bit, and and it wasn't even like on the situation, because I know a lot of people started beefing with me after the Just a Robot situation started blowing up. So, but Jay, I think he started beefing with me before that. But I remember he reached out to me at some point in time and was all like, hey, like, let's just squash this stuff and be cool with each other. And me and Jay, I remember we ended up live streaming. What else have we done? We be supporting each other when it comes to videos and live streams. Like, Jay is somebody where I'm like, I respect them. That man's earned my trust. And that's the same situation with IBullyBullies. And then there was that other guy where it's like, and I know probably the one like person that everybody would be like, waiting to see like if me and him will ever squash the beef is Just a Robot. Now, same with IBullyBullies, Just a Robot, because see, that's the thing where I'm like, if you overall like try to put out this bad like narrative about me and stuff, and you're saying all these racist and crazy things towards me, put me in situations I really just don't want to be put in, it's gonna be like a thing where I'm like, you can apologize and all that other stuff, but it's still gonna be kind of hard for me to have like trust towards you and all of that stuff. So IBullyBullies, he was a person where it was like, he did make videos about me. He did say some things about me, and I did say some things about him. And I do feel like that overall, like it was an even fight. Like things was being said about me, things was being said about him, but at the end of the day, we ended up squashing it and we moved on. Now with just a robot. Now I know people will be thinking like it's gonna be extremely hard for me to forgive him or extremely hard for me to be cool with him and stuff. The opportunity is there. The opportunity is there, but I have to say that it's at a very, very, very low point. It's at a point because I'm like, you have to understand, and I've said this before, but from November of 2016 all the way up until September of 2017, I was not in the right state of mind. I was in a very, very bad spot in my life. And the reason why it stops off at September is because that's when I became friends with my best friend Priscilla. And that's when it just, I overall, had used her as motivation. So sorry for using you, Priscilla. But at the same time, I did it to overall get my mind straight. So, but from that point in time, from November of 2016 all the way to September 2017, I was dealing with some stuff. I was really dealing with some stuff because in November 2016, I lost my grandfather. December 2016, I lost a childhood friend. I think it was March or April of 2017, I lost my other grandfather. And then work was getting stressful. YouTube wasn't really doing so hot. So I wasn't in the right state of mind. I wasn't at all. And I was struggling hardcore. And just a robot, overall, that whole situation between me and him, and that was the thing where when my grandfather, when he passed in November, the one thing that I could do to escape from just that pain was overall talking with people that made me happy, being around people that made me happy. And a lot of the people that did make me happy and I loved being around was some of my old coworkers at my job. And so that was I had to say one of the things that did keep me going was my coworkers at my job, because they did say some motivating words about me and YouTube and all of that stuff. And that's one thing that I have to say. Another friend of mine that I work with, Jack, I feel like working with Jack because that was a thing where I was at one point in time, it did cross my mind to quit YouTube. And that's why, shout out to my best friend Priscilla. She was there for me to overall talk me out of it and stuff of not not quitting YouTube and continue on with it. But I feel like there's a piece of that story that I always leave out that it's I ain't realized it until now. But it's good that that I ended up becoming friends with Jack and I work with them, because for those that don't know, and it's kind of like a little promo to promote Jack's band, but Jack had joined a band while working, and these guys he took a break, and that was him him overall working at the cafe. That was some motivating stuff for me, because I remember he took a break to work on his album and stuff. And it was funny because I was all dang, man, this man's leaving, and I'm it's gonna be all crazy here and stuff, and I'm dang, bro. I'm all man, I just wish bro, let just record the album here, record the album at work, just close off the office and things. But no, so jokes aside, that was motivating that he did that. And that was something that I had planned to do before COVID and stuff, that I was going to take a break and I was going to record a crap ton of videos and overall just kill it with YouTube and stuff. So I had that plan. That was going to be my plan. But then COVID hit and I was well, I got all the time in the world to record videos now. So, but it was motivating that he did that. But Jack, I had to say he was one of the reasons why, another reason why I had to say that I didn't quit YouTube. Because it's this man, and still till this day, he's in this band. They're working on an album. The band's called Monitor. And I'm from time to time, because I keep my phone Spotify on shuffle. So from time to time when their music will start playing, I'll just be sitting there just being he performed it, because I know they went on tour and stuff. And I thought that was dope. I'm him going on tour, this man's living the dream right now. So, but that was stuff like that had motivated me. That's stuff that kept me going and stuff. So if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be on YouTube. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for, Priscilla like motivating me to keep me going with YouTube, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would not be on YouTube today. I wouldn't be making this podcast episode. I most likely would have quit some time ago. I probably would have quit because I know I did say I was going to quit in 2019, but I probably would have quit maybe 2017, 2018. If I didn't meet the people that I needed to meet, then yeah, I definitely would have been gone from YouTube and probably been doing some. I probably didn't start doing YouTube again until COVID had started. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, but no, the beef between me and IBullyBullies is over. He reached out to me and he squashed it. So that's one thing that I have to say is give him credit for it. It's he did reach out to me and he did squash it. So and I did my part and was just the beef is squashed and things. So anyways, but no, shout out to him for reaching out to me. I really do appreciate that. And overall, go show him love and support, guys. I know there's gonna be people that's gonna be he's a traitor, he's this and that. For people out there, it's if you're a fan of him and you're overall gonna stop being a fan of him because he reached out to me and wanted to he squashed the beef. You was never a fan in the first place. Just know that, all right? So, anyways, it's regardless of whatever his views are, regardless of whoever he squashes the beef with, support that man regardless, all right? So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Check out one of my 31 YouTube channels. What else? Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and my Facebook page. Just search up TMossBoss and you'll find it all. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.